Before you judge WWE, before you believe every storyline you see on TV, you need to hear this. Some of the biggest WWE superstars didn't lose their careers because of injuries, age, or bad luck. They lost everything because they said one word backstage. That word was NO. WWE is known for scripts, storylines, and creative plans. But what happens when a superstar refuses to follow the script they are given? What happens when someone stands up for themselves, their character, or their respect? Tonight, you'll hear real stories of WWE superstars who refused WWE script and paid a heavy price for it. And trust me, the final story will change how you see WWE forever, so make sure you watch till the very end. WWE fans often believe that everything you see in the ring is real, but the truth is, almost every move, every win, and every loss is planned. Backstage, writers decide who looks strong, who looks weak, and who gets pushed to the top. Most superstars follow the script quietly because they know their job depends on it. But some wrestlers couldn't stay silent. Some felt the script made them look stupid. Some felt disrespected. Some felt it destroyed their character. And when they spoke up, WWE made sure they remembered the cost. CM Punk is one of the biggest examples of this. CM Punk was not supposed to be a megastar. He didn't have the body WWE loved, and he didn't fit their usual image. But Punk had something stronger than muscles. He had a voice. When WWE gave him scripts that made no sense or made him look weak, Punk didn't stay quiet. He openly questioned creative decisions. He refused storylines that he felt insulted him and the fans. The famous pipe bomb promo wasn't just a character moment. It was real frustration coming out on live TV. Behind the scenes, Punk constantly argued with management about bad booking, unsafe working conditions, and lack of respect. WWE didn't like that. Slowly, Punk's push disappeared. He was injured, overworked, and ignored. Eventually, WWE suspended him and then fired him on his wedding day. Refusing the script didn't just end his WWE career, it pushed him away from wrestling for years. Stone Cold Steve Austin was once the face of WWE, but even he wasn't safe. Many fans don't know this, but Stone Cold once refused a script that would have damaged his character. WWE wanted him to lose a match on free television without any storyline build-up. Austin knew this would hurt his value and his image. He said no. Instead of fixing the issue, WWE punished him. Austin walked out, and WWE publicly criticized him. Even though he was one of the biggest stars in history, refusing one script made him look like the bad guy. His career never truly recovered after that moment, and fans were left confused about his sudden absence. Sasha Banks is another powerful example. She was one of the most talented women in WWE history, but talent wasn't enough. WWE often booked her to lose big matches and then disappear. In 2022, Sasha was given a script that made no sense for her character and disrespected the women's tag titles. She spoke up backstage. She refused to perform the match as planned. WWE didn't try to understand her side. Instead, they suspended her and erased her from TV. Merchandise stopped. Her name vanished. For months, fans didn't know what happened. All because she refused a script that she believed was wrong. Naomi walked out with Sasha Banks that same night, and her punishment was just as harsh. Naomi had waited years for real opportunities. When WWE finally gave her attention, it came with bad creative plans. She didn't want to be part of something that made no sense. So she chose self-respect over silence. WWE responded by calling her unprofessional. She was removed from TV, and her momentum was destroyed. Refusing the script didn't just cost her screen time, it cost her trust with the company. Dean Ambrose, now known as Jon Moxley, is another superstar who couldn't take WWE scripts anymore. Ambrose was naturally intense, unpredictable, and raw. But WWE wanted him to read scripted lines that sounded fake and embarrassing. He hated comedy segments that made him look silly. He hated promos that didn't feel real. Ambrose repeatedly told WWE that the scripts were killing his character. WWE didn't listen. Instead, They forced him to continue. Eventually, Ambrose refused to re-sign his contract. He walked away from WWE at the peak of his fame. The price he paid was massive, leaving the biggest wrestling company in the world, but for him, refusing the script was the only way to survive creatively. Ryback's story is painful. Ryback was pushed as a monster. Fans loved him. But behind the scenes, WWE began giving him losses and strange storylines. Ryback spoke openly about pay issues and unfair treatment. He refused to follow scripts that made him look weak without reason. WWE responded by burying him. He stopped winning. His character lost meaning. Eventually, WWE released him. Ryback later revealed that refusing to stay quiet is what truly ended his WWE career. Zack Ryder is a perfect example of being punished for thinking differently. Ryder got himself over without WWE's help. He used social media, built a fanbase, and became extremely popular. WWE didn't like that he succeeded without their permission. When Ryder refused to follow certain creative directions and wanted more control over his character, WWE turned on him. He was humiliated on TV, pushed into embarrassing storylines, and then forgotten. Refusing to fully obey the script destroyed his momentum. Neville, also known as Pac, was one of the most athletic wrestlers WWE had. Fans loved him, but WWE didn't know how to use him properly. They gave him scripts that kept him losing and made him look small. Neville refused to continue with these plans. He asked for better booking or time off. WWE refused. Instead, they kept him under contract and off TV as punishment. He sat at home while his career froze. Refusing the script trapped him in silence. Luke Harper, later known as Brody Lee, suffered quietly for years. He was talented, intense, and believable. But WWE constantly gave him stop-start pushes and meaningless scripts. Harper spoke up about wanting more serious storylines. WWE didn't respond. He was taken off TV, brought back, and then removed again. Refusing to accept bad creative plans slowly erased him from WWE programming. Only after leaving WWE did the world see his true potential. Mustafa Ali's story is heartbreaking. Ali wanted to represent hope, strength, and positivity. But WWE often gave him villain roles or meaningless scripts. Ali refused certain ideas because he felt they didn't match who he was or what he stood for. WWE punished him by removing him from TV for long periods. Fans forgot him not because he lacked talent, but because he refused to play a role he didn't believe in. These stories show a dark truth about WWE. The company rewards obedience, not honesty. Superstars who question scripts are seen as problems. Those who stay silent survive longer. Those who speak up often disappear overnight. Fans are left wondering why their favorite wrestler suddenly vanished, never knowing that one refused script changed everything. The scariest part is this: most of these wrestlers were right. The scripts they refused were bad. The storylines made no sense. But WWE chose control over quality. Refusing the script wasn't rebellion. It was self-respect. And WWE made sure others learned from their punishment. So next time you see a WWE superstar suddenly lose matches, vanish from TV, or get released without explanation, remember this video. Remember that behind the scenes, someone may have said no. Someone may have refused to be embarrassed. Someone may have chosen dignity over silence. And if this shocked you, wait, because there are still more untold WWE stories like this that fans never hear. Stories of power, control, and consequences. That's why you should stay tuned, because the truth behind WWE is always deeper than what they show on TV. If you made it till the end, you now know the price of refusing WWE script, and why some stars were never the same again. Fire.